When I wired this, I left labels here. For example, this says switch from the room number 4, which is the kitchen, and then it says light number 2, and then it says the same here, light number 3, then light number 1. So I know that these two cables, for example, control the light number 1 from the kitchen. So I know that the light that goes above the kitchen island is the number 2. The one that goes in between the kitchen island and the cabinets of the kitchen is the number 1. The LED light that will be on top of the kitchen is the number 3. Now, if I want to control, for example, the one in the kitchen island, I want to be the switch that is on the far right. So I know the number 2, which is this guy, should be over here, and that's where I got it. If I wouldn't have the labels, then this might be a little bit more complicated, you know what I mean? And these are 3 cables instead of 2, because this switch is also communicating with the switch that I just installed. I can turn off the light in the corridor from here, or from all the way here where we installed that switch.
Lately I have been spending a lot of time outside taking care of the property, tools, gardening work, machines, editing videos, also sitting outside, and everything needs to be powered, and the workshop still does not have permanent electricity, so my Bluetti setup became the hub of the whole house. I have quite a few Bluetti products, as you know. I have the Apex 300 with the B500K batteries, the solar panels, the trolley. Recently I added this Elite 300 to the setup, and it fits perfectly into this charging station role that I wanted for it. And what I like about it is that it gives you full 3 kilowatts hour capacity in a body that feels like a 2 kilowatts hour one. It is very compact, easy to move around. I mean, you can see it here, super light and very compact. Every time that I go walking around the land, the first thing that I do is just to carry this around with me.
I'm going to be gardening today, so normally what I do is just put this guy here and bring all the batteries here to charge. So now, since I don't have outlets outside, I can charge everything here outdoors without having to go inside the workshop or inside the house.
So I can charge my drills, saws, garden tools, cameras, my laptop. It has ton of ports, so instead of rotating chargers all day, I just plug everything when I need at once and forget about it. One thing that surprised me is how often I end up charging much bigger equipment with it too. Recently I used it to top up my mini excavator batteries.
We don't use the excavator any often now, maybe like once a month or so, and I like to keep it charged because if not, the day that we need it, it won't turn on. So I just plug a Victron charger on the Bluetti. That way I can keep the excavator's battery fully charged at all times.
Being able to recharge machines like that without needing grid power is still, unreal. It delivers 2400 watts continuously. If you need more for things like a kettle or a power tool, the power lifting mode can push that up to 4800 watts for short bursts. Even high demand devices are not a problem for this thing. Another thing that I really like is how fast it charges. From the wall it can go from empty to full in about a couple of hours.
From 33% to 100% it will take 1.8 hours. So that's pretty good. It's charging at 1200 watts.
With solar it can take up to 1200 watts of input. So when we bring panels here, basically it turns into a small off-grid power station again. That is the part that I appreciate the most. All these Bluetti systems together have slowly created a flexible ecosystem that moves with our project. House, cabin, workshop, the power just comes with us wherever we go. If you want to check the Elite 300 and the whole Bluetti ecosystem and all the offers they have currently, I will leave a link and a discount code down below.
Alright guys, I'm going to be installing a carbon monoxide alarm. It's this guy. It's very slim, as you can see, very small, and it's not very good looking. I don't like to install these kind of things because they are ugly, but you need to do it because in a house so airtight like ours, having an airtight house is good for the majority of things. For insulation purposes, for to keep the temperature stable inside the house and not losing a lot of energy. But one of the things that are not very good is if you have a leak or you, for example, use the fireplace and everything is closed, the air ventilation system stops for some reason, and then you get carbon monoxide coming from the fireplace to the space, and you don't smell it, and it will kill you, like will literally kill you without you noticing it. So it's not like you smell it and you can open the window. So it's important to install one of these. It's an alarm that will detect that the CO levels are rising beyond what is supposed to be normal. So you just open a door, open a window, and that will be it. But they're ugly, so I'm gonna try to install it as nice as possible, as uneven, as aligned as possible to what I already have. So at least doesn't look like it's just an add-on there looking very ugly. And then this is the open or thermostat that will control the temperature of the radiant floor heating. I need to install it yet. I will do that soon, but not now. I just put it here just to make sure that I'm leaving an even space here from this point to that point and from this point to this point. So that's why I took it out. It's working. Do you think that will wake us up? Not you too.
A ti seguro.
Today, Evelina woke me up at 2:30 in the morning. 2:30. Should I tell them?
Mira, how many times you haven't even let me?
Today, that lady over there woke me up at 2:30 in the morning because she was very, very, very thirsty. She woke up from bed and did like this. She's laying like this. She woke up and did like. And then came all the way to the kitchen to grab water and did like. And then after drinking water.
Que exagerado. You are like exaggerating, like everything you do, even when building. But what you are not telling is the harsh truth that I have to live every day. You're snoring.
Now we can put it here.
Aquí, a la derecha.
No, al lado no, because this one is on.
Voy a poner aquí.
¿Puedo agarrar este aquí?
Pienso lo poner al otro lado. No, ahí no. A la izquierda, derecha. Mira, tú llegas, ¿no? Esto queda en un punto
Claro,
ciego.
eso tiene, y aquí, es que aquí no. Here is not, because that one is in the is not in the center. It's like a little bit too. All right.
¿Pesa? Espérate.
This is another box. We have 3 connection boxes in the house. As you remember, you can go back to one of the videos where I was actually installing these boxes with all the cables and everything. But now this is the second box. The first one is in the master closet, which holds all the connections from the master bathroom and the master closet and the master bedroom. And then this box is inside the closet of the second room, has the connections for this bedroom and the bathroom that is in the corridor. The reason why I'm doing such a big boxes is because I need to install also these controllers. It's a 24 volts control box for the toilet warmers that need to go in here. So that's why, you know, it's not a big, it's from SIA Design. And in the other box that was also very big, I have one of these and a larger one for the ceiling fan, but I will show you that once we install it. Here basically with the cables, I'm not gonna go too deep because it's kind of very complicated and I will need just one episode to explain this, and the majority of you don't care. But basically I have 4 sets of cables coming from the main panel, one for the lights of the bedroom, another ones for the lights of the bathroom, and then I have another set of cables coming for the outlets of the bathroom, and another set of cables coming for the outlets of this room. So I have 4 sets of cable. Each set of cable comes with 3 cables, one blue, a brown, and a yellow green. The ones for the lights are 1.5 millimeters diameter, and the ones for the outlets are 2.5, and that's pretty much it. So now what I need to do is to connect all the cables together. For example, all the outlets of this room goes to with these connectors. As you can see, I have all the brown cables go. This brown cable is the one that comes from the main panel, and then I have 4 outlets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 cables connected to the main one, and that's basically it. And then things get a little bit more complicated with the switches, because you know, you bring the electricity in the brown cable and then you have a switch to turn on and off the light, so you need to wire the switch, which I'm not gonna explain here. And then things get a little bit more complicated even if you have 2 switches for one light, and more complicated if you have 3 switches for one light, and a little bit more complicated if you have 4 switches for one light, which is what I had in the master bedroom yesterday, where we can control the main light of the room from 4 different points. I can explain this in a future episode if you guys want, so leave me a comment if you are interested, but basically it's just a bunch of cables that you need to connect together with an order, and you need to be very careful to know what you are doing. I mean, worst scenario, something won't work when you turn it on, and then you will come back here and see what you have done wrong. But I need to be very concentrated to do this, because it's not my forte. I mean, I know exactly what I'm doing, but it's not that I can do it in autopilot. I need to be actually thinking. Alright, it is the next day, and I finished yesterday the other box, and I've been working since yesterday on this final one. This is the main one. You can see the one above that has so many cables. Some of these cables come from the other 2 boxes that I just finished, and then also for the connections that I have to do in the kitchen and in the living room and the exterior lighting. Some of these cables are for this, and the other half are the ones coming from the other 2 boxes. And basically what I'm doing while I'm connecting this, I'm actually planning ahead and preparing all the connections that I need for the main protection panel. I'm gonna try to explain it in just 1 second, so people don't get bored and leave. These 4 cables are the main cables that come from the inverter. We have a 3-phase inverter, so this panel is gonna be a 3-phase panel, but our appliances, lighting, fridge, everything is just 1 phase. We're going to try to distribute evenly each phase to different circuits, and so basically we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then the neutral that comes from this thick cable that comes all the way from inverter. And then I have here these 5 small ones are the light circuits. So for example, here I have the circuit that comes for the master bathroom, and this is lighting, so this will fit all the lights because this will go to the protection of that circuit. We have 1 circuit that is just the lights of the master bathroom, and then this other one, for example, is the light of the bathroom in the corridor. Again, we have one circuit that is just for the lights of the bathroom in the hallway. So I'm gonna just fit this here. And I have the labels here, so later I don't need to figure anything out. I just grab the label, see what circuit it is, and then go to the protection. I have left this pipe, this corrugated pipe, for the lighting, and then this smaller one in the middle for all the grounds, and then this big one on the right for all the outlets of the circuits. I have one here left that I'm gonna leave it there just in case I need more space. And yesterday I couldn't continue because I ran out of the Wago 5. Alright guys, it's been a few days and been working on getting everything connected, all the electrical installation, and today I am finishing the connections to the inverter. I have connected the inverter to the residual current circuit breaker. The cables are so rigid that it's almost impossible to connect them, but anyways, so this is the RCB, residual current breaker. This comes from the inverter, and if something happens, it cuts the electricity, if in case that is, you know, that you put your fingers in the outlet. Hopefully we don't do that. From here we're gonna go to a breaker, just a normal breaker, in case that we run more power than 100 amps, which is almost like 20,000 watts, which again, I don't think we're gonna do that. In case that happens, this breaker will break the electricity and disconnect everything, so we don't burn the inverter or, you know, something like that. And from this breaker, I want to go through an SPD, a surge protective device in case that, you know, a lighting hits or something like that. The electricity, instead going to the inverter or to the batteries or to anywhere, it will go to this device, and this device will detect the surge of electricity, and it will guide the electricity to the ground bar. It's connected to the ground bar with these thick cables you can see here. So in order to do that, since these cables are extremely strong and extremely thick, as you can see, I bought this little device. I'm missing two, by the way, but the store doesn't bring it. I use 4 there, and then I'm missing 2 more. For example, with the neutron, I will come, 1 blue will go in, and then 2 blues can go out, or 2 blues can go in and 2 blues can go out. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it from here, and then from here to the right it's gonna go to the house and to the other panel, and from here in the bottom it will go here. Alright guys, I just finished. So now I'm gonna turn everything on and hope for the best. This is on, off, on. It seems that it's working. Nothing has blown out, which, you know, is never out of the equation. So let's hope everything is working nice. I'm gonna be turning on one by one every single thing. Alright, panels are charging now, and now I need to turn on every single thing from the side of the house. I'm gonna turn on this first. That works. I'm gonna check it. That works. Alright, now I'm a little bit scared, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna turn this on. That works. And nothing blew out again. So I'm gonna close this. And I'm gonna check inside the house. That works. Second one, that works. The third one, that works. Okay. Now I need to see, because I don't have the labels here yet. Alright, so this one is the... What?
¿Has grabado?
¿El qué?
El váter.
¡El váter!
What?
No, pero ese no debería haber sido. ¡Oh, no! What? Oh, damn it.
¿De qué era ese?
Ah, sí, sí. Alright. No, this is the outlet, sorry. Because I turned one on thinking that was the kitchen, but it was the bathroom, and then the toilet, there are smart toilets, and it started beeping, so I freaked out. Alright, that works. Kitchen outlets. Let's do kitchen outlets. This outlet over here should be working now. Hopefully I don't die. And And now the outlets in the living room should be working as well. Let's see. That doesn't work. Alright, this is not working for some reason. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so lost. I need to connect them in a small box that is here, so these two outlets won't work just yet. You can see it there, so that's why it's not working. But here, I think there is an outlet here, if I don't remember wrong. That should be working. Yes, it works, man. And now I'm gonna go to the and check the outlet and the Iconico smart toilet. I'm gonna turn it on first. The buttons are on. I think that if I sit and then stand up alone, so now I'm pooping, and if I stand up, it will, I don't need to press the button. So Maru, if you sit, no? Man, you just sit, no? You're here sitting.
Sí.
And now you finish doing your thing, and stand up. And it's supposed to hit.
Making us smarter.
It's supposed to hit your butt too. So if you want to check it.
No te gusta mi broma ahora.
¿El qué?
Making us smarter.
The smart ass. We need to check if this works. Can you plug it with this one?
Sí.
Now I'm gonna check this other room. Let's check how Eugenia. We're gonna see how Eugenia pees for first
Pero si no
time.
está grabando.
No, but the light is no longer.
Bebe, por favor.
Alright, but I'm gonna film here
Y yo
while
me
Eugenia
chato.
pees.
Bebe, por favor, me puedes dejar. And now this one, the first one is the one in the shower. That's where the camera is, and this one is here. Oh my god, we have lights. Muy bien. Qué guay.
Alright guys, look at this. The room has light. Closet slides. I'm missing that one because I need to buy another one. And then here, oh excuse them, the towels need to dry somewhere, and I haven't installed the towel warmer yet. Here I can control the light in the shower and the light of the actual bathroom. And now, well, let me show you how it looks. It looks pretty good, man. I'm very happy with it. The toilet has lights too, as you can see. And this warms up, so right now it's warm. I mean, this is those kind of things. I have to say, that coming from a compost toilet a few years ago, and then to our toilet in the cabin that we were like barely touching the three walls, to a toilet that actually warms the seat. It's kind of confusing, and it's one of those things that you don't know you need until you try it. Same with the bidet function of it, and it is just amazing. I don't know what I can say about a stream of water cleaning my butt. That is not gonna scare everybody, but if you have the chance, do it. And the warm seat is just, it's just fantastic. But now, not so fancy, because here Eugenia, for example, is here editing without lights, while we have this portable lamp, and she's editing her caballito. Show them one image. Put the best image that you can find.
The best image?
Yeah, like a slow motion crazy one.
No sé.
Yeah, go. But you don't have the filter. We need to put the filter there. What's caballito?
Y aquí tengo un cambio de pie, ¿no?
And you show a change of
Sí.
change of fit. But put the filter. Look. Ole. ¿Está cambiando?
Y el otro.
Ole. So yeah, not too fancy, because we still don't have lights here, but that's gonna change very soon. And now I have this, and I'm gonna go ahead and install 3 lights there for the kitchen and 3 lights here for the dining room. And here, as you can see, I have already installed the cover of the main kitchen panel, well, the main house panel. You can see everything is labeled here. Outlets from the office, lights of the office, outlets of the rooms, lights of the rooms, lights of the exterior, and many things. Everything is looking quite good. As you can see, I just covered this. Alright guys, I have been postponing this job for a while, like a month or so, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And as you can see, we need to dry the towels here, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Just because I didn't install the Sia Design towel warmers just yet, because they're a little bit a workout to install, because there are 6 and there are many cables and things that I don't know how to do just yet, because I've never done them before. But I think today is the day that I'm gonna install them, so wish me luck. Now we need to catch that little guy over there. It's a little bit complicated. Elena, can you go back a little bit? More? There you go. Now push. Put it, push. There we go. Now there you go. So, put on. Item.